Welcome to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now, where guests will share their experiences in saving money easily with this Spendthrift Trust. The real name for the trust is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. Capital gains are currently 23.8% on any profits, be it a crypto investor, crypto miner, real estate investor, day trader, forex, stock market trader. Your guest is Sally Gimon, and I want to make sure that you can learn how to save money easily. Hi, my name is Sally Gimon, and I'm the owner of thetrustisisyou.com. I also am starting a brand new podcast saying, Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. The reason behind this is because I am a real estate investor. I also dabble in crypto, and I also have some money in options. A friend of mine does it for me. The reason I want people to know about this in the United States is capital gains currently are 23.8% on any profits. They could go up to over 40% for some tax brackets. I don't want that to be you. And I have to apologize. I'm reading this from a slide, so you will know this. But according to IRS Tax Tip 2003-29, capital gains and losses are almost everything you own and use for personal purposes, pleasure, or investment is a capital asset. That's a very broad statement. Most of you who are learning about this are not dealing with it at this time, capital gains. But if you sell a property, you sell stock, you sell crypto, if you do anything else, or if you have interest income. I have a client who has houses they're renting out, interest income, and also with any rent rolls, all go through the trust to help you save money. Now, to go over this, I do want to talk about the trust. There are 5 key elements to this trust. It is irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor, spendthrift trust. Quick definitions for this: irrevocable. It goes from generation to generation to generation. Famous quote by Nelson Rockefeller says, "Own nothing, control everything." The Rockefellers have a trust they call, quote unquote, the office. It's 7 generations old and has over 391 people in the trust. They're doing something right. Maybe we should be following along with that. Complex, the second word, irrevocable, complex. Complex means that the trust can hold money from day to day, month to month, year to year, decade to decade. You don't have to close it down. Discretionary, whoever is the trustee or trustees can make the rules. I do have a couple who have 5 apartment buildings in California. Their only daughter is involved in drugs and alcohol. They can require her to do 4 random drug tests a month, so they will pay for her living conditions. She tried to sue them. She has enough money to do that. She tried to sue them, so it's covered there. So that's discretionary. Non-grantor, again, irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor. This makes it 100% private. You're going to have somebody who is not ever going to be a beneficiary and someone you're not going to invest with. Somebody is going to sign up for the trust and then sign away from the trust. You will need their social security number. If you have nobody you can think of and you need Richard or myself to do this for you, we can be your non-grantor. We usually ask for you to think about it first because you feel more comfortable doing it on your own. And then the 5th word, irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor, spendthrift trust, is a very specialized trust that is written in 463D as in Bravo, IRS codes. A spendthrift has gone in front of the U.S. Supreme Court twice, and both times the Supreme Court has come out in favor of the spendthrift trust, that it's its own entity, can enter contracts and do anything they want with it. Now, there are 2 separate trusts. There's the business trust for 1099 income. I don't care. My brother has a brewery. My sister-in-law does her own landscape design company. I have several MLM companies that I work with that pay me monthly, which I love. That all 1099 income goes through the business trust. Now, for the beneficial trust, this is the one I talk about the most because this is the one I work with the most. It's for any investment. I don't care if you're a real estate investor, if you're a crypto investor, if you're a crypto miner, if you're a forex trader, if you're a futures trader, if you're a day trader, if you're a stock options trader, if you're in the stock market, any investment that you make a profit on, you're going to pay capital gains. Again, currently 23.8% on any profits, and it can go up to 40% with past legislation. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to use a friend of mine. He wants to be the poster child of capital gains. My friend Kelly, retired preacher from New Hampshire, moved to Arizona. Most of my stories are based in Arizona, but he was in Arizona. He was door knocking. He went to this house fourth time. He goes to on Super Bowl Sunday about 5 o'clock in the evening. He actually catches a daughter there who's about to leave the house to drive back to California when it gets dark because her she was driving a 1998 Honda Accord. The father unfortunately passed away because of COVID. He was behind on his mortgage and was going to auction. He was able to have her sign the paperwork. They were able to get the father's 2020 vehicle to replace her 1998 Honda Accord. She got some money, and Kelly wholesaled the house for $50,000. Yay, Kelly. He has sat in on my conversation on my mastermind 3 separate times and knew about capital gains. He made $50,000. Unfortunately, he paid down bills. He did other things with it, with the $50,000. And when he went and did his taxes, his 2021 taxes in July, he postponed them. When he went to go do his 2021 taxes, he found out he was going to have a tax bill of $990 a month to the IRS. He wants everyone to learn from his mistake. Again, this is not a necessity. This is to help you save money. I'm going to be honest. I am involved with Bill Walsh's Rainmaker Group. It's a great group of people. There's several people there who are also involved with Grant Cardone's massive spent over $100,000 with him. He offers the same trust to these people who have paid over $100,000 for $50,000 to do the same thing. Grant Cardone talks about how he likes to go into a skinny real estate deal where he's only going to make 4%, but realize he's going to save an extra 23.8%. He can do it. Why aren't we doing it? If the Rockefellers are doing it, why aren't we doing it? So again, I want to describe this to as many people as possible. I'm trying to help people save money as much as possible. I'm also helping them save from getting sued. I'm also helping them save their information as being private. Doesn't care if you go with the beneficial trust or if you go with business trust, both of those are covered on that. Personally, I'm not trying to crow, but the reason I started with this is because I got a bank-owned house. I paid for $20,000 with present-day money with it. I also invest with my self-directed IRA. That's a whole different thing. $20,000, July of 2020. The contract said when the courts opened again because of COVID, I'd have to sell the house for $50,000. So I knew there was going to be $30,000 in taxes on that house. Well, yay, Sally. The house sold for $64,329. That is fantastic. Because I had it in the trust, I was able to save over $10,550 on that house alone. That's a lot of money. I'm very happy about that. I'll be honest, my background is research. I started researching how or why Donald Trump only paid $750 in his federal taxes. This is what I found out. Now, going back to this about this very specialized trust. Other people out there are going to say, you don't need such a specialized trust. My mom and dad had a trust to avoid probate. It did not save them from taxes, and it did not save their information from being private. Trust me, you won't know how many people, my cell phone, people keep calling me about the house on Casper Drive. Ugh. So that what Susie Orman talks about on PBS about, hey, I can get you a trust for $1,000. That's with her CPA, and it does not save you from taxes, from being sued, or keeping your information private. This is a specialized trust I want to let people know about. Again, it's a one-time fee. I'll be honest, it's $20,500. You get an entire team working with you on that. You're going to get someone to work with get your EIN number and set up with your non-grantor to make sure the paperwork's done correctly. Then you have a team of 4 to help you transition your car into the trust, transition your clothes, your furniture, your homes into the trust. And then you also have a retainer fee to file your 1041 tax return. Again, the only thing you'll have to file if you've got nothing else is a federal tax return, a 1041 tax return. They'll file your 2022 tax return for you. Now, to be honest, with the beneficial spendthrift trust, the one that you don't pay capital gains on, that I use the most, the 3 things it does not cover are food, fun, and fashion for any adults. Anyone under the age of 18, completely covered. Anybody going to an accredited college or junior college or university, completely covered. I have a client who's in medical school right now. Everything's covered for him. Congratulations, he's 32. So just to give you an idea, I don't drive a fancy car. I drive a Nissan Altima. When I put it into trust, The blue book value on it was $12,000. If I did not have money coming in from my business trust, if I wasn't making money in a different way, I would be able to do what is called a demand letter up to $12,000 to pay for my food, fun, and fashion. That is tax-free money. But I do all my real estate through this. Now, up until July of 2022, July 31st, 2022, I have done quite a few real estate deals, nothing huge, but the reason I moved to North Carolina is because I'm doing upset bids. So far for 2022, July 31st, 2022, I have saved over $32,500 with the trust. Yay, Sally, I'm nobody special. I don't care if you're in an REIT, R-E-I-T, if you are in apartment complexes, if you are in doing other things. I also there's so many ways this trust will save you time, money, and headaches. We want you to save money easily. This is supposed to be a quick video to introduce you to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I'm a firm believer in this. Please understand, I am not anti-government. I love being an American. I served 2 years in the Peace Corps in Eastern Poland back in 91, 92. I'm a returned Peace Corps volunteer. But if I can save over $10,000 on just one real estate deal, that means a lot of money to me. It pays for me. Also, with my website is thetrustisyou.com. Another website that I'm trying to help the 80% of Americans that have more than $90,000 in debt. I don't care if it's their mortgage, their car payments, their student loans, credit cards, and they're not saving for retirement. The other website I work with is learnwithsallymarie.com. The fifth, that's a circle of wealth in 5 simple steps. The fifth step is to get the trust, but there's other ways that I make money, and I just share that with people. So please check this out. Please like my podcast. I'm trying to get this out to as many people as possible because I want to help as many people as possible. Thank you for listening to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. Again, my name is Sally Gimon, and the website is thetrustisyou.com. Have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. You can find out more about this at thetrustisyou.com. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get this and every other episode that comes out. We have lots of great stuff coming up, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thank you in advance for all the reviews and comments. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to serving you next week's episode. Take care and have a beautiful week.